Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing well. My name is Danielle, and I'm not doing very well right now. To be fair, I never really am, but you know, it's a little bit difficult to ignore at the moment, and I just don't feel like pretending otherwise. So I thought I would lean into it, you know, get dressed in my favorite comfy, comforting t-shirt and just delay the video I was originally planning on making, which was a convention haul video, and instead opt for a much simpler, much easier, you know, chatty, chill video of going through my Holy Grail wishlist figures video. I was gonna do this a completely different way, but we're just gonna do it this way. Seems good to me. So yeah, we're gonna be going through the figures that are like my Holy Grail wish list that are all out at the moment. I also thought we could go through some of my old videos, some of my old wish list videos, I mean, and you know, talk about how my opinion has changed on some of the figures that I used to want. And then also, lastly, I thought it could be fun to go through some of the figures that I'm currently waiting to be released that I consider to be my like instant pre-order list. My mind changes a lot, and so you're gonna see that in this video, of course. So I never want to say that this is like 100% certain, but definitely of everything that I have on my wish list, of the ones that I'm debating and whatnot, these are the most surefire ones. I mean, obviously we have to see how they come out, but yeah. So we're gonna be doing all that today, and we can just get started. So looking at my figure collection page here, I guess this is where we can kind of start. Yeah, so, you know, you go down here, you've got the figures that I owned. Of course, we want to go to the wish list itself, and you're gonna see that the figures that I'm actually looking for that are out at the moment are like very few and far between, and I'm not even in a rush to really get them. Because, I don't know, I have a lot of anime figures, and to be honest, I'm pretty satisfied with my collection, so it's not too important to me that I grow it beyond what it is already. Like, it's more like there's just figures out there that I love so much that I end up growing the collection, but I'm like pretty happy with what I have. So I'm not really in a rush to get like a bunch more figures, and it's more like, I don't know, I guess I'm like waiting for stuff. So what I have wanted here, I've already talked about quite a bit. So things like we have here the Maka figure, her scale, and it's like, I want her, yeah, sure. But to be honest, I got, you know, all of those Soul Eater figures, and since I got them, I don't know, they're like a pretty good representative of Soul Eater, and I don't really feel the need to get this, especially because she's so expensive. So if I could get the chance to own her, that like, is this even a Holy Grails video? It's gonna be a lot of the same spiel. But yeah, I guess if I could get the chance to own her, that would be pretty cool. But if I never own her, that's also fine. Like, there's also something as well, like I feel like I used to be in a rush to get figures. Like I was like, oh, in the next year, this is what I'm gonna be sitting down and looking forward to. And now it's kind of like, I have my Grails, and if it takes me 10 years to get them, it takes me 10 years to get them. So yeah, if in 10 years time I see this figure and she's a great price, then and I have the money or the means, like, why not? That's kind of how I feel about it. And with that's literally the first one. This is why it's like a three-parter, because I literally can't sit down and do a video on just the figures that I want. I just don't have enough content. And I used to want to think I would do this video yearly, but there's just no point. My wish list never changes enough that that would make any sense. So yeah, the next one is absolutely one that I really want, and you know, it's the Yato figure that I talk about so much. He's really expensive though, literally like $2 to $3 grand, which is just incredible. And so he's definitely a figure that I intend to have in my collection. Like with the Maka, it's like, if I never get her, I never get her. With him, it's like, I'm looking for him and I want to have him in my collection one day. This is genuinely my holiest of Holy Grails. I wonder if he's still... No, he used to be in the top 90, top 100% of wished for figures, but yeah, he's super expensive. So he's definitely a patience is key. And I'll just hold out that for as long as I'm here and collecting figures, I'll look for him, but I will not pay 2 to 3 grand for him. I was talking to my family, like, what would I do if I won the lottery? I still wouldn't buy him for 3 grand. I just, like, of principle will not do that. So anyways, I'm gonna move on from this one. Not that I have to be in a rush for any of this, it's just that it's going by quickly, but yeah, the next one is my Hanito Gromo figure of Luca. I'm looking for her. I had the opportunity to get her for a pretty good price. Someone was selling her in Canada, which was really nice. It's just that I had just gotten the Taishukden figure and like paid up front for him, and so I couldn't justify the extra money for her, so I had to give that up, which was a shame, but you know, I'm looking for her. It'll be exciting when I get her and have the whole set, hint hint. Maybe I should have made this video after my next haul, but it's fine. Yeah, so I'm looking for her. I'm excited to get the whole set and it'll be nice. It's especially exciting because, you know, all into Vocaloid and stuff now. I don't know if I can even count. Can I even like name this a Holy Grails wishlist? Because I don't even really want these. I kind of want these. So what I'm talking about are the, is there a picture of the 2 of them? There we go. So what I'm talking about are these, oh fuck. This is by Max Factory, okay. So these Rin and Len figures by Max Factory. I did want them when I was looking for figures, but then I realized that, is it this one? Yeah, so then I realized that there's a chance that they're gonna make the Rin and Len from this set, like the smallest chance, and I want these way more than I want those Max Factory ones. So I don't actually think I'm gonna go out of my way to get those Max Factory ones because I would much rather have these like as my additional Rin and Len figures. Because again, like, I don't need to have every single one. I really don't. It's just that of what's out at the moment, these are the ones that I like the most. But then I don't mind waiting. I'm not in a rush, so yeah. Oh, I should also say as well, I know before I was saying Rin and Len are my favorite, but I figured it out. Len's my favorite Vocaloid. I love Len, like absolutely love him. And so my list actually goes Len, Rin and Len, and then like Miku and the rest of them. So, oh, want to see my favorite songs right now? I do have an Absolute Bops playlist if you want to check it out. I'll link it in the description down below. I also have it in YouTube because I love music and I like recommending music because I'm like super into sound. Sound is incredibly important to me, which is why the fact that I cannot get my sound right in my videos is like literally grating on the ears for myself. But yeah, so I have a Spotify playlist of Absolute Bops that I'll have linked, and then as well the YouTube playlist here. I know we're getting off topic, but I just want to like, oh my god, you know, I've got the Vocaloid stuff that I really like on here. What are my favorites at the moment? I would say my favorites at the moment are, I like Salamander. Where is it? Oh god. I know, there's something, I know. If you've listened to this song, if you've read the lyrics, I know it's a bop. It's so good. Dao Freyer is, I know that's like not Vocaloid, but I'm really enjoying his songs. Oh, I think I know my favorite like creator Vocaloid stuff. I don't know what you call them. And that's Pinocchiopi. Pinocchiopi, because like Reincarnation Apple, I'm not even kidding you. It doesn't matter how like depressed I am, how like unfeeling I am. I listen to that song and like I just can't help but like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, Len's Vampire Pathos. I really enjoy that. Anything by Pinocchio. I really, really like them. I don't know if this is Vocaloid Underdog I'm really enjoying. Same with whatever this, Mobius, Mei-chan, Pinocchio, love it. I love them. I love them. There's so many. Oh, Goddish is so good. I know I'm supposed to show how much I like Len, but I just, God. Non-breath, I just love their songs. It's too bad they don't do any like Rin and Len songs, but Yeah, so I got completely off topic and I don't remember what I was saying. You can check out these playlists. I constantly change them, taking away songs or adding songs as I find things or like my opinion and stuff changes. So yeah, no pressure though. It's just like there. So, oh god, see, the thing is I could literally talk about this forever, so we're gonna ignore that and go back to, okay, we're talking about this. So the next figures that I really want, nice transition, is these ones from 10 Count. Is it 10 Count a story or is it a game or is it, I don't really know what it is, but I do really like these figures. These are definitely ones where I intend to get them at some point, but more likely than not, it'll take me at least a couple of years to get them. Just, you know, again, they're very expensive. They are 2 figures in one, which I just love stuff like that. I love sets, and sets that are already like together like this, incredible. And we are definitely lacking on sexy men. We're lacking on that. We don't get enough of that, and I feel like this was a very good sexy man thing. I also like chairs. I have a lot of figures with like chairs and stuff. I really enjoy those because I find like they put a lot of effort into chairs. And it's like, thank you. I almost put, you put more effort into the chair than you do any base. It's amazing. Anyways, yeah, really, really want these. Probably will never get them. Same thing with Yato. Probably will never get it, but I'd like to think that if I'm patient, maybe. And the last one of this list, which to end on an Nendroid, I guess, is we have the Yaku Nendroid from Haikyuu. He's the only other Haikyuu Nendroid that I want. I am going to be talking a bit about this in future videos, so I'm not going to go too much into where the rest of the Haikyuu Nendroids ended up on my wish list, but this is one that is just like, no matter what, I've always wanted this one. And I really do like Yaku in the show, so I really would like him. That would be nice. We will see. But also it's an Nendroid, so like, again, am I in a rush to get him? No. So, I mean, yeah, I guess that's that for the figures that I want. Do you see why I couldn't make that like an entire video? There's barely anything. What is Yaku, 10 Count. I don't even really want these, but I guess they're there. Yeah, I want her. Yes, I want him. She's there. That's it. I mean, when you look at all the stuff that I'm looking forward to, though, it's a lot, so yeah, I guess let's go through. God. Here's a secret for my channel, which is I went into this thinking that nobody would watch my videos, and I was okay with that because I knew that I had to build up my skills on how to make a video. So when I started my channel, the idea was, luckily I hear that it takes a couple of years for anybody to start watching your videos, so anyways, the idea was that I was gonna have a couple of years to make videos that I'm proud of and to learn how to do this and how to do it well, and then maybe once I start doing that, I'll get a following if I'm lucky. Like, that was the plan when I started this channel, and I'm not complaining here, but you guys started watching immediately. And I grew a following, and I was like, this is really great, but what are you doing here? Like, do you not see these videos? They're so bad. And like I said, audio is really important to me, and that's something I've struggled so much with. I mean, like, I'll probably hate the audio on this video, I'm gonna be honest. It's something I've struggled so much with, so to me, like, the videos are grating on my ears. And yet, people were still watching them, and I was so confused, and I was like, and then sometimes I would, like, get a bunch of people at once, like when I posted my, why can't I find these? Oh yeah, my figure collection and my room redecoration video. And I remember thinking, like, you're gonna be really disappointed when I continue posting. Cause, yeah, anyways, what I'm saying here is that I'm still learning how to make videos. Like, I'm still trying to do this in a way that I'm proud of. And you guys are here. Like, basically, that journey I thought was going to be something that only I would see is something that people saw. Like, it was, you were here with me as I learned. Oh my god. So what I'm saying is, long story short, I'm about to cringe. I'm about to cringe. One of my first videos, 10 figures I gotta get. Jeez.
Hello, my name is Danielle and you're watching Anime.
Hi, editing Danielle here, jumping in. I wasn't really planning on making any cuts or much effort past what I had filmed, but here we are, because first of all, I'm now realizing that I really screwed up with syncing the audio and stuff like that for, you know, this part, because it's very low and I have no way to make it higher, because anyways, sorry about that. You can kind of hear what it sounds like, I think. So there's that. But anyways, also, I think it's really funny that I didn't go past this part because...
Hello, my name is Danielle and you're watching Anime. Now, this is a bit of a self-indulgent video because I don't really think anyone cares what kind of anime figures I want.
Ironic.
But I'm hoping that years in the future I'll look back on this video and be like, oh, I at least have some of those. Now...
And we are there. So it is years of the future. We are there. I thought that was funny. And also, so sorry about the audio. Bye.
This is a bit of a self-indulgent video because I don't really think...
Every video is a self-indulgent video.
I don't know. I wish I was rich.
It only got worse from there. Figure collecting made that so that that'll never happen. Oh! Okay, I actually talked about these in my last video of... sorry, I should pause this when I talk. I actually talked about these... Do I have a picture of both of them on the screen? Oh my god, what are these... What are these... What? Why do I even... Why do I have timestamps? Where did I put in timestamps? I didn't do that. Did someone do that for me? I'm so confused. I know this is like, but like they're in the wrong, it's just Luffy, constructive criticism, Saber. Wait, I'm kind of freaked out. Why do I have timestamps? I didn't do that. Do you see these? I'm so confused. Can someone tell me why this video has timestamps? Who made them? What do you mean constructive criticism? Was it automatic? It doesn't automatically do times. Okay. I'm spending too much on this. So there we go. We have them together. I did get those. I still love them. Of course, they were in my last video, so I was right about that. And then we also have... Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I know I could have done this in the more professional way, but I'm just a little tired. So we're not gonna add B-roll, we're just gonna... Then we got her. I did get her. She's really pretty. I don't really care about owning her as much as I thought I would. It's more like now that I have her, I feel happy, but she is a figure that blends more into the background, which is crazy because she's beautiful. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I really love her, but also I wouldn't even like think about putting her on like a top 5 favorite figures list. Does that make sense?
Be free for constructive criticism. Thank you. But it was very...
So did a bot do this? Okay. Saber.
I was like, oh, she's so fucking awesome. And then I just thought that Saber...
Oh, speaking of swearing, I think in this video I asked like, oh, should I swear or should I not swear? Because at the time I was like, I'm gonna listen to you guys about what I should do and change my behavior and the things that I want to do based on that, because that's how you make a video. And don't get me wrong, I want to take like recommendations and stuff like that. And if you guys do recommend something that sounds like fun or whatever, I definitely want to, you know, accept that. But like... I'm someone who swears like a lot. In fact, I downplay it for my videos. So it makes no sense that I would completely erase that, because it's like erasing a part of my personality. And like, yeah, up until a certain point, this is, what's the word, performative, but I still want it to be me, if that makes sense. So yeah, that just got me thinking. Saber, she's beautiful, by the way.
I just really like the colors and
Oh, here we go.
do love her character and like how she's like kind of like, oh, nice and sweet all the time, and then she does crazy shit. I do prefer her.
Those pictures went by really fast.
Crazy shit. I do prefer her simple angel outfits versus like the double ones. I mean, if I could get both, that'd be great, but like.
Funny I say that I like her angel ones better, because I have her devil bunny figure and I like that better than her angel one. So it's interesting that I said that at the time. This is a figure that I no longer want. Oh wait, let me find, where's she at? Is it this? This is a figure I no longer want, because at this time I used to think that I was gonna collect every single No Game No Life figure, like every single one. And then I realized that I don't want to do that. It's a lot of money, and also I don't like No Game No Life that much, and I don't even like their figures as much as I used to. That's definitely something that's changed over time. Still a nice figure, but to me, I feel like she would just like take up space if I had her. I got this figure though.
Really stay away from more naked figures, like basic suits and like bunny girls are exception, but like naked I stay away.
I don't stay away from those. Yeah, it's funny I say that, because that is something that has definitely changed over time, is I'm happy to get naked figures. In fact, like that 10 count, I really want like more sexy men, more cast off men. I feel like there's very much of that lacking in the community. But also even just like with women, I'm like, I don't need it to be sexy, but I do appreciate it. If it looks beautiful, it looks beautiful. And if the sexiness adds to how beautiful it is, then that's what happened. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, but I think you might get what I'm saying here. Okay, I just noticed something that's like legitimately triggering in this video, and so I'm gonna very quickly skip by. I didn't notice it until now. Spring. Yeah, I wanted these two. I got them. They're really cool. I don't even know why I was talking about Chica. I had her pre-ordered. Maybe I said I was gonna cancel it. We have this. I definitely don't want that anymore. It's gonna take up so much space. It's expensive, and I honestly don't really care. I got these and then sold these, so there's that. I wanted these, never got them. They'd still be really cute to get, and I would more than be happy to get them, but I'm no longer like on the search for them. Like I probably wouldn't get them unless, say, I went to like Japan or something like that and they just happened to be there or something like that. Like it would have to be a coincidence, but I would still be really happy to get these. And then her, I got her and then decided to sell her, and I haven't actually sold her yet, so if anyone's interested in buying her, let me know, because your girl needs money. You can contact me at my selling page of my figure collection, Danielle FF. So just in case you're wondering, I haven't sold her yet. She's really beautiful, but I'm happy to appreciate her in somebody else's collection. And now let's get off this video. So I think this wishlist video, the one that I'm about to open up, is one that I wasn't expecting to do well, and then I think it ended up doing pretty well. To be fair, I don't really expect any of my the quality. God, I hated my hair in this. Oh god, like it was in a transitional phase, and it just looks so dirty, and like I tried to make it silvery, and it just, there's very few times where I screw up on my hair and end up hating it, because usually I'm just like, who cares? Like right now, I dyed my hair black, and this purple is literally just the black having come out and turning into purple, and like it's like green here, and I still don't really care. I mean, I'm not a fan of this purple in my hair. I never really liked it, but I still like, I'm like, okay, whatever. This was the one hair thing that I was like, I hated this hair color. I also didn't like what I was wearing. I know it's like weird to focus on what you're watching, but looking back on it, like this is what I'm thinking about. I think I was like a little disappointed that people started watching this video. I was like, can you not? Like maybe not this one. This is not how I want to represent myself. Oh, do you see these old thumbnails though? I hate thumbnails. God, I hate them so much. For whatever reason, I had this idea. Sorry, I know we're getting off topic. For whatever reason, I had this idea that each thumbnail had to be different, even though that's actually what you shouldn't do. Like, you should have some sort of consistent personality so people can recognize you. But for whatever reason, when I first started, I just had this idea that every single thumbnail had to be different, and so I tried to change the like the font, the colors, how they were done, and I don't know why I did that. And then I was like, wait a second, it's just super simple to put a box over. But then I thought that was boring and I didn't like it. And now I'm making thumbnails and I'm like, I'm starting to like these thumbnails. Funny enough, I think they're doing worse than any of my, but that could just be because people are out right now. I don't know. But I'm starting to like my thumbnails a lot better now. I've started getting to Photoshop. I've started actually learning that, so that helps. But yeah. Like, what is that? It's so bad. And also, like, the characters I picked had literally nothing to do with the video. Oh my god. This is why you just gotta start and learn as you go. So what was this thumbnail then? Yeah, it was when I just started doing boxes and whatever. Okay. Oh, funny, I've changed up where I film so often and I'm back to it. I actually like filming in this place again, except now I just sit on the floor because my chair is creaky. And it's more awkward. It just feels more chill on the floor, which is what I'll probably continue doing. Anyways.
Figures that I actually did manage to get from my last video. We'll be able to get this year.
Did you hear this audio?
Discipline, so I never have the extra money to buy her. It is...
Actually, this audio is pretty terrible, but not the worst thing in the world. I've had stuff where people literally put in the comments, they're like, you need to fix this, man. I was like, I know, I edited it, and trust me, my ears were bleeding the entire time and I just didn't have the skills or knowledge to fix it, so so this could be a lot worse.
The 1/8 Kiyosaki Shitoge from Alter.
I got her.
I absolutely love this figure today, by the way, just saying.
Oh, I think this was the video I started using like GIFs and started to experiment with adding on like moving stuff, because before I only used photos. Cause yeah, with each video I knew I wouldn't be able to like suddenly increase the quality 1,000,000,000%, but I would try to at least experiment with something or upgrade something, or both if it happened to be. So this was the video I started using GIFs.
Hopefully I'll be able to get her this year. So
You did get her that year, I think.
Video and actually sitting down to make this video, I restarted reading Gintama again.
I never finished that. That manga, I read up until chapter like 500 years and years ago. Then I tried to restart it, made it like 50 chapters. Then I tried to restart it again, made it 100 chapters. I think in this time I made it 200 chapters and then I stopped. Never finished it. But the thing is, I like the series and I like the characters, so I want to. It's just like I never sit down to actually do it. And so, anyways, update.
I got to like chapter 500 something.
Yeah.
And I love the characters, I love the story, I love the comedy. It's a great manga. I haven't watched the anime, but I intend to watch the anime. And
I never watched the anime either.
oh my.
Never got her. Decided I didn't want her anymore. She's still super cute. Oh, she's a figure that if I could get her at like a really cheap price, like if I could get her for like $50, I would pick her up. Not now. I literally should not be spending an extra $50, but if in the future, like say I was in Japan or something like that, I saw that she was there for a good price, like I would pick her up. I still, looking back on this, I still want this. She's off my wish list now, obviously, but I still want her, so.
My god. And so that's why I really hope to get her at some point this year. So I've met all girls, Shitasaki Kume.
I got her. Subscriber sent her to me. Thank you so much. If you're still watching my videos anyways. Yeah, she's there. She's still beautiful. She's not my favorite figure that I own now, but every time I look at her, I just really love the Halloween theme and the details and all of that kind of stuff. And it's just such a fun figure. Honestly, I would recommend that you pick her up. She's really cute. So yeah, really happy I got that. Thank you so much to the person who sent that to me.
1/7 scale figure from Grabbed that. We're hoping to get it this year. Speaking of soon to nowadays, if it wasn't obvious already. I really love Rin Tosaka. There's actually a couple of her scale figures that I really would like to own. The one that I'm actually planning to go out and buy this year is actually the Titan Racing version.
False. So, I I do like her. I hate her base. I cannot stand her base, and I think Haley told me that you can't display her without the base because of like the pegs or something like that, which is just so frustrating. But I guess I still really like her. I still think she's cute. Yeah, I guess if the stars aligned and I could get her for a super cheap price, then maybe I'd want to. I guess it's like it's no longer like a Grails thing. It's like maybe if I could find her, that'd be really cool, but it's not important. Like if I never have her in my collection, I'll be fine. I think that's a better way to say it. Same thing is one that I also want is this one here, the Aniplex one. So that's another one where it's like if I never have her in my collection, I'll be fine. But if I could get her, that would be pretty cool. Oh, damn it. It's making me want these figures again. Okay.
That I really would love an Amelia scale figure, and there is one that I really
That's
like
kind of
right now.
changed.
It's the 1A scale figure from Alpha.
I had good taste at this point. My figure collection career. I had good taste. Another one where I'm like, if I could get her, I would love her. She went off my wish list because I was like, who cares? I don't really care to have an Amelia scale anymore. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Because I think I pre-ordered her crystal dress version, and so I pre-ordered that and then canceled it, and after I canceled her, I was like, oh, you know what? Actually, who cares about Amelia? Like, I don't need anything to do with her. But again, looking at this figure, she's just very cute. I mean, again, I'm fine without her.
That's the fun part. I posted my figure collection video. People came out and they're like, yeah, I got like $25,000 for it. I'm like, I feel you. I'm gonna be there. Probably way too soon, but I'm going to be there.
I don't actually know how much my figure collection is worth. I did a really bad job of tracking it all, and so I would like say how much I bought a figure based on its yen when I pre-ordered it, as if that wasn't going to change when it came out. And so I actually don't know how much my figure collection is worth, and I haven't figured it out recently. I always knew that I would maybe try to figure it out the next time I did a collection video, but I haven't done that yet. So I wonder, is it worth 25K at this point? With how expensive figures are. Honestly, maybe. No, there's no way. There's no way. Maybe it's worth like 15K now. Maybe 10? I have no concept. I have no idea how much it's worth, so I wish I did, because then I could give you a good update on that.
She's my favorite character. I know game no feels the need to.
I got her, and oh my god, that was a good purchase. I still love that figure. Still, I'm in love with this figure. I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm like genuinely excited just even like knowing that I got her. Really beautiful figure. So
Because he's sexy as hell. And like I get.
oh my god, such a good figure. I got him as well. He's really amazing. I think he's very underrated, maybe. I don't actually know. I don't know what the consensus is on him, but what I can say is I got him, and his actual figure is way better than the prototype. Like, to the point where I was surprised, and then I had to like go back and see that they were honestly like two different figures. So yeah, I think my dad's making something downstairs. I'm sorry. So yeah, really cool. I got him as well.
It is Sabura and Hibari from
I don't want them anymore. Screw Nendroids.
Katakeo, Hitman Reborn. Like 5 years ago, I read all of one, but
Wait, what's this?
to the Nendroids that I want, I don't actually collect Nendroids anymore. I have like 5 that I'm like, I guess if I want.
I definitely don't want that Rin Nendroid anymore. She looks too old for me. The two Mikus are like, wait, how do I describe these?
Were to collect an Android, I would want that one.
that. Kekai Sensen over here. Oh my god, he came up on Ami for like 16,000 yen? It was expensive, I remember. So he's kind of like, meh. I mean, no, I don't know. I have this scale, so I'd rather just appreciate that. And Shitoge over there is cute. I guess of these ones, it's still 2 Mikus and Kekai Sensen. If I were to collect Nendroids, that would be it.
Nice. I highly doubt I'll come up once a month and I'll get you.
I got that. Sorry, I got a little excited there. Yeah, absolutely love this wall scroll. It's really amazing. Holy Grail wall scroll right here, we'll probably never get it, and I've given up on getting it. Like, I think I took it off my wish list because it was like, there's no way I'll ever be able to get that. What did I need to reshoot?
My entire life. I have literally been looking for this for months. This Vocaloid, Hatsune Vocaloid, Halloween version, Tapestry, the art stuff.
I probably should have reshot that, but to be honest, I started not caring a bit less as much as like not holding myself to such a high standard when talking. I mean, to be fair, it's just a lot more natural to talk on camera now. Like, practice over an amount of time makes it much easier to talk like that, literally like that. Like, I don't need to cut that out. Like, who cares, right? Is that really gonna take you guys so out of the video that you're gonna be like, I gotta leave now, you're so unprofessional or something? Like, no, I don't. So yeah, but it is just a lot more natural to talk in front of the camera, literally like I'm doing right now. I can just go on forever. So yeah, I guess that's changed a bit.
Style is amazing. It's Halloween themed.
Oh, and I think all of this was like talking about figures that I got. Going back to oh god, this video is already longer than I thought it would be. It's fine, we'll just do one last little round of, because I already promised you guys and I can't break my promises, as if, I mean, I do that to myself all the time. The amount of times that I was like, this is gonna be my filming schedule, and then I actually get to filming and then it never, if I've ever said like, my next video will be this, it's probably never actually happened. I did that on this video. I'm sure it'll happen. Okay, time to get into the figures, the third part of the video where I'm just going to talk about, you know, the figures that are probably most likely pre-orders when they come out. So, I mean, I've already talked about some of these, so it's going to be pretty easy to imagine, but first one is actually Nekopara figures. I don't know if I've talked about this on the channel before, but yeah, I'm not usually a fan of their stuff. Like, I can acknowledge how cute it is, but I never felt the need to get anything myself. But when I saw these maple and cinnamon ones, like, I've just fallen in love. I am so excited for these to come out. I think they're so cute, and these are instant pre-orders. Like, literally, like, this is what I mean. Like, yeah, instant pre-orders. They're so cute. They're really, really adorable. And they have one of my favorite things, which is loose elements and chains, you know, with their interlocking hearts. Definitely instant pre-order. Then we have this one, which is surprising because she's a bathing suit figure, and this is a very recent, like, she's actually the reason I've started liking bathing suit figures. And that is this girly right here. There's just something about, like, her hat and glasses and hair, and just the only reason I would not get this is if they like botched it so bad when they do the sculpt and painting, because genuinely I'm really excited for her to get released. I think she's really cute, and as of right now, an instant pre-order. Then, well, if you guys know, I'm collecting the Radio Eva second set that they're doing, so we have, of course, the Mari and the Shinji. Shinji's sculpt looks amazing. I cannot wait for him to get painted because he was the one that I was most excited about in this collection to begin with. So really, really excited about that one. But surprisingly enough, I really like Mari's. I didn't really like it before, or I didn't care for it. Like, she was like, oh, I'm just gonna get her because I'm getting the whole set. But when they showed it, this painted prototype, like, she's genuinely, I think I like her more than Asuka at the moment. Apart from Shinji, I'm most anticipating this one, so of course, instant pre-order for these two. Then, of course, I've talked about this quite a bit, so I'm not gonna you know, stay too long, but we have the Dramatical Murder guys. Really would love to get these two. I mean, they would look great with the 10 count guys, so, you know. So the next one is this Native Rocket Boy girly over here. She's really cute, definitely. There's quite a few that I'm looking at that are native figures, but she's definitely the one that I'm like, this is what I'm looking out for, similar to, what's her? I have her ordered. Similar to this one, which I had been looking out for a while, and then as soon as she went up for pre-order, I actually took a bit to order her because she's pretty expensive, but whew, it's $346 at the exchange rate at the time. But yeah, so similar to how I was looking forward to her and always wanted to get her, and then she came out and I got her. I'm very excited for it. That is this one right here. Definitely want to get her. What's next? Oh, okay, so then we have the Dark Elf Mura. She's very beautiful, very excited to get her. Pretty positive I'm gonna get her, but actually in my last video where I was talking about unreleased anime figures, I did talk about how I kind of wish that they just leaned in to the dark skin and actually made the characters black. Because she's very beautiful like this. Obviously I'm gonna get her anyways, but I just kind of wish they like actually just made the characters black with like black features, or including like facial features or hair and stuff like that, and instead it kind of makes her a dark elf, racially ambiguous and whatnot, and it's kind of disappointing. But the reason why I'm talking about this is because I was literally thinking like, I was literally thinking that I just, even with this particular figure, I wish that they had given her like braids instead. Like, it would have been so beautiful if they had made her with braids. And so what I'm talking about here is, I don't know, I just went to like Pinterest and searched up braids, but yeah, just stuff like this could have been so amazing. Like, God, like, look how beautiful. And like, you can just do so much with adding little details and embellishments to it, like stuff like this here. But you could even like do something like this, but still have the texture be different to insinuate that it's like black hair. I was even thinking there's one that you could have fun hairstyles like with all of this. Like, look at just how beautiful this all is. I know these aren't all braids, by the way. Just even like down here, could you imagine doing, oh, this picture's kind of dark. Could you imagine doing something like this? Would be really beautiful and like ethereal. I think that you could do a really nice job with that. There's also this one right here. Oh my God. Like, it's like, you know, I'm just gonna pretend like the elf is this person right here. That's what I'm going for. Oh, but the last one I want to show is like, I know I should look at like hairstyles that are more down, but like, just, do you see how like beautiful this is? And just the potential for a really interesting like fantasy character. I mean, just an interesting character, to be fair. But if we're looking at like fantasy elven-like characters, like, there's just so much potential in black characters and black features and stuff like that, that I hope that they see that potential somewhere and start going with that. But until then, I guess we're just gonna have to accept dark skin characters with light hair. And I'll probably still get her because I do think that she's very cute. Not lastly, then we have another elf, this one here. This is another one that I'm really looking forward to, and more likely than not I'm gonna be picking up. I think she's really beautiful. I talked about her a lot in the other video as well. I don't think I talked about this one. Of this, what's the, Onmi. Of Onmi's figures that are currently getting announced and stuff like that, this is my favorite one of them all, which is kind of surprising because I'm usually not a big fan of purple, but I just think this is really, I cannot wait for this to come out. I cannot, like, this is an instant pre-order for me. Like, she's incredibly beautiful. She's so nice. Yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. As well, if you follow me on Twitter, you might know I've been watching Bungo Stray Dogs, and I have to say, not a fan of it. Not a fan of it. I see the appeal, and I get why people like it. I'm kind of surprised because it's usually like the type of show that I would like, but I just don't really care about any of the characters or what happens to them or the progression of the story or like literally anything. I just really like Dazai. It's actually similar to like One Piece. I just don't care about anything that goes on in One Piece, but I want to know what's going on with Nami. Literally the exact same thing. I don't care about anything that goes on. I just want to know what's going on with Dazai. And I'm sorry, I hate to say that because I know people really like these shows, but this is obviously, like, my opinion is not like the end all be all of what we should think about shows, so I guess there's that. But yeah, because of that, I've basically pretty much committed to getting this figure here. I know I've talked about how I'm not a big fan of the base, but it has a lot of potential. It has a lot of potential, and I'm excited to see how it turns out. He looks great, and I'm in love with him, so I don't see why not. Actually, speaking of figures of him that are already out, there is this one, and I do like it, but I would like to get him, actually. I would like to get him, but I don't know. I don't want to, like, go out of my way to get him. I guess that's a good way to say it. Then, of course, there's the Symphony Miku, so I'm really hoping that, you know, they come out, well, I'm going to get pre-order this when they come out, and then I'm really hoping that they do Rin and Lens so that I can put them all together. So that's, like, something I'm really looking forward to. And then what's this? And then we have the Rebecca Eden 0/1/4 scale figure, so I'm really looking forward to this one. Actually, I'm really not. Like, their prices have been literally ridiculous, like, and so I'm not looking forward to this coming out because I know that she's going to be really expensive, but I've essentially stopped buying freeing figures because they're just too expensive. It's not worth it. However, I do like Rebecca enough that I'm going to pick hers up. I'm not going to get Homura's, though. I'm just going to get Rebecca's. So, yeah, there's that. Oh, and somewhat of an update. So I do have her pre-ordered, and I do remember I was saying before, like, oh, I really want to get Rin and Len and her, and then that would be really great. But what I plan to hope is what I really want to happen is I want them to do, like, all of the Vocaloids, like Luca, Kaito, Mako, and all of them. And I would love to just, like, have all the dolls I own be, like, all the Vocaloids. So that's something I'm also really looking forward to. And yeah, that's the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you all have a great day. Sorry, I know that's a little abrupt ending, but there's nothing really else to say. I'm done.